be wondering why the camera person is being creepy behind the window. The reason is because this is a fairly new dog. It's been with us for a few days, and she has not yet really met my wife. So we were kind of holding back on her meeting Eileen, because I wanted to use Eileen to see how she would react to a stranger appearing suddenly. So here we go. She does growl here a little bit, and I correct that. I was going to give her some food, but she's still fixating and getting her to do some obedience here. Take her mind off of this new person. We kind of counter condition this a little bit, but the very first thing we had to do was tell her that her initial reaction, the growling, was not acceptable. So we're just doing, very early stage stuff here at the very beginning of the session. Just now that she is a distraction, it's a little bit different. Working in very, very low distraction environment. This driveway, of course, there are squirrels, there are birds, there are noises. People do walk by, there are cars. So we are working with some distractions already, but obviously a new person recording is a little bit different. So we're working with that.
Sit. Good. Good girl. Good.
So with a case like Dixie, she's very nervous, anxious dog. Her answer to her anxiety and her anxiousness is to be aggressive, bark aggressively, to growl, to try to intimidate people. She's taken to work by her owner, and she will bark aggressively, act in a threatening manner toward customer who come into the office. It's obviously something that should continue for sure. So we're working on really just establishing our relationship, teaching her that there isn't a free ride anymore. She needs to work for her food. But it's all very consistent, very low pressure. We don't want to overwhelm her. She's anxious as it is, so we want to keep things in an area that's manageable for her, but we also do want to challenge her. She's a working line dog. She can work. She has a strong work ethic. It was not difficult to get her to start working for food. That's a concept that
Good job.
just kind of hardwired in. So that makes things a little bit easier. We don't have to spend a lot of time building food drive and
Stand right there in the middle.
teaching her how to work.
Let's go. Sit. Good. Good girl. Good job. Let's go. Place. Yes.
She was successful there. No growling. No particular concern. Moved her on. Place. Just keep on working here. So what she's learning is that there's new people, but it really doesn't affect us and what we're doing. We just keep on working.
Let's go. Target. Target. Yes.
So I've taught her this target command,
Yes.
so she can step onto a foot target, and that earns rewards. The foot target can be used to manipulate the dog in different positions. It's particularly good for teaching the dog how to do the swing finish into a heel. For me, it's just another behavior that we can teach teachers in impulse control, teach her how to stay in place. Another object we can teach her to go away from us. It's really valuable.
Down. Good girl.
Another thing I like about it is the ability to put this next to your door. You can send your dog to a foot target, and the dog's on the foot target. You know, it's in a really nice position. It's a little bit higher up, so you don't have to bend over to put on a collar. It keeps the dog in one place, so they're not running all around you while you're at the door trying to get them into a position where you can put collars on and leashes and whatnot. So it's really a nice tool for a variety of purposes.
Dixie, come. Place. Yes.
So I've got the leash. She's definitely engaged. I have her attention. She's working. Not particularly concerned about her getting distracted right now. She's definitely keyed into the work that we're doing.
Good girl. Dixie, come. Good job. Place. Yes. Sit. Down. Good girl.
As you can see, she's pretty enthusiastic about the work. Which is great. I like to see a dog that's enthusiastic working. That means I'm doing my job right. So here we're going to do some distraction work. So she's made a mistake. I'm using spatial pressure, moving toward her to get her back onto the place, to get her back into it down. I'm also using e-collar pressure at the same time. So we just repeated that one more time. This time, obviously, she learned her lesson from the prior time, from the correction there. She heard the no marker, followed by e-collar pressure, spatial pressure to get her back to where she needs to be. Once she was back on the place and back into it down, all pressure stopped. And when she's successful, so we followed it right up with another rep so that she could be successful and she could realize that there is a correct answer to this problem. Always want to follow any kind of corrections with something positive. You want the dog to be successful, so I want to quickly move on to success.
Yes. Down. Good. Good girl. Good job. Nope. Down.
So here we go. We've got a toy. This is new.
Down.
So she has to learn. Every new distraction is actually something new. After 5, 6, 7 different types of distractions in rapid succession where she learns what is and isn't acceptable, at that point the generalization actually is pretty strong. So I could take a ball at this, after doing 7 or 8 different types of distractions, I could add something completely different, and chances are she would be successful right out of the gate.
Good.
It does take quite a bit of generalization to get a dog to the point where something they've never seen before. They're able to ignore.
Good. Good job. Good girl.
Dixie, come. Place. Yes.
Good job.
Sit.
Nice.
We're just teaching her how to ignore pretty much everything while she's on place. That's her job. Job's just to stay there and watch the world go by, basically.
No.
So again, spatial pressure, immediate marker word, e-collar pressure, and all of it goes away the moment she gets back on place. So she just learned a valuable lesson right there. We can take days and days and sessions and sessions. I didn't have to start at 5 miles an hour and take a week and a half to get up to 55 miles an hour. We were able to go to 55 miles an hour, and she got a speeding ticket for going a little bit over 55 miles an hour, and that's really all it took.
Good job.
One rep.
Dixie, come. Come.
Good girl.
Place. Yes. Sit.
Down.
Nice.
Girl.
Dixie, come. Good job. Place. Sit.
Good.
Dixie, come. Good job, Mama. Come. Come. Sit.
Good girl. Girl. Girl, good job. Nope. Good. Good.
Dixie, place. Yes. Dixie, come. Sit.
Good.
Dixie, come. Place. Yes. Dixie, break. Yes. Good girl. Go ahead.
Now she's allowed to play.
What is it? Go ahead and take
Playing
it.
isn't obviously
Try.
something that she was forbidden from doing. Playing is fine, but playing has a time and a place. That's what she's learning. That's what you want your dog to learn.
That's it.
Playing is fine. You just want the play to be structured. There's a time and a place for playing. Time and a place for taking a leak on the grass.
You got it again. Good stuff. You got it again. Good stuff. Okay.
So we're
come on,
going
play
to
mode.
Place.
we're going to switch right back into work. Let's see if she can switch drives.
Good. Good job.
All dogs can learn to switch drives. For her, it just didn't take much at all. She was able to switch into work mode pretty quickly.
Good job. Good job, Mama. Good job.
So we're going to end the session with 10 minutes on place.
We give her 10 minutes on there.
Just do some duration here.
Recording and then
We didn't record that.
set the timer for 10 minutes.
But that's what we end the session with. And then we put her up and let her think about what she learned.